So I'm a Germanophile, but not in a neo-Nazi kind of way. I jumped at the opportunity to spend 3 months in Dusseldorf and high-key miss Germany every single day, second day kind of way. In a Metbrutchen doesn't just not scare me, but that I grieve for the fact that it can't be legally made or sold in Australia kind of way. That's raw pork on a bread roll with salt, pepper and raw onion for those following at home. I once tried to make currywurst using Australian ingredients and failed miserably. And Kimmy, if you're seeing this, I'll trade another jar of chicken salt for currywurst sauce kind of way. I know Bundy soft drinks are weirdly bigger in Germany than Australia, and by God would I give for blood orange brew to be sold here again kind of way. Ich kann Deutsch sprechen und ich lerne es seit für über 5 Jahren kind of way. I can sing Durch den Monsun over the English lyrics without skipping a beat kind of way. Durch den Monsun is a great intro to German punk, but Vergessene Kinder is superior kind of way. I will belt Vergessene Kinder with emotion to boot, despite having no way to relate to the trauma of being a 90s Ausberlin Kinderin. I can spell Vergessene Kinder without looking it up kind of way. Vergessene space Kinder. Apple Music decided it was time for me to listen to hours of German rock that I hadn't heard before. Rather than clearing my queue, I walked away with 10 new songs in my library and now find myself belting the Ich bin Mädchen, ich bin Frau. Changing my mind about doing the chorus kind of way. That's Ich bin ich by La Fille, for those wondering. 3 stanzas ago, I took a solid 5 minutes to remember how to refer to someone from Berlin and not call them a jam donut kind of way. Check out the JFK I am a Berliner speech. 99 red balloons doesn't just capture Cold War anxiety the way 99 Luftballons does. That's right. I, an Australian, consider Im Westen nicht Neues, all quiet on the Western Front for those following at home, to not only be Gallipoli's equal, but have in fact never seen the English language version kind of way. I've been wanting to get around to watching Dark for years, but I just know it's going to be too Americanized, and yes, I will stand by that statement despite the state of madness that is German cinema kind of way. I will complain about German trains despite them being exponentially greater than Australian trains kind of way. I automatically pronounce Euro as Euro kind of way. I have an opinion on the gender of Nutella. It is clearly female and you can't change my mind kind of way. Yep. I'm too fast for Australian Audi checkout workers thanks to the time I spent living in Dusseldorf kind of way. My absolute brother from another mother is from Dormagen and I know about his country's history than he does kind of way. My spoken word dream isn't to be the next Rudy Francisco, it's to write and produce an entirely in German spoken word show and tour the DACH region kind of way, with it kind of way. We need to end this and I'm autistic AF, so who wants to hear an info dump on Kaiser Wilhelm II, the insanity that was his 10th birthday, and the geopolitical madness that was the reason he was the king in Prussia and not king of Prussia kind of way. Yeah, I really did just write a poem as an excuse to use German on stage.